Good morning, everyone. So it's still snowing. This is the snow that we got at my parents' house. It's about a foot. Here it's pretty wet snow, so it's all really compacted just down to a few inches. So if we get any rain, this is all gonna go. But this is what we're gonna be driving through to Marshfield today. It's supposed to continue to snow like this the rest of the day, and here it is. So this is what we will be driving through today. Hopefully the roads are cleared. I would assume we're going to be on interstates and US highways most days, so I'm thinking most of the roads will be clear. I don't know what that is. Little maybe squirrel pee. Nothing from the truck, I hope. But yeah, so we did get quite a bit of snow. If you were to add all this up, it would be about a foot, but since it's now all compacted, this is what we're dealing with, heavy wet snow. So I'm going to shovel here and get some of this cleared out of the way, and then we're going to get on the road. And we're off. So you can see the roads have been plowed, although they probably are pretty slick. It is 34 degrees out right now. So wow, look at that. It's just heavy, wet snow, and you can see on my dash, too. I have to get gas quickly, so I'm hoping I remembered my wallet. I did. And the roads are actually still slick by the looks of it here. Look at all that snow, how thick it is. Oh, my goodness. Side roads are getting cleared off, but it's still snowing. I believe we're supposed to get about 1 to 3 inches up here today. We have to go down south, so the roads are looking a little bit better down south with the rain. Everybody's clearing this heavy wet snow. We're supposed to get some decent rain tonight, so I believe all of this is going to be gone by then. And by the looks of how they plowed, it looks like they assume this is all going to be gone as well, with the warmer temps coming up and the potential for rain. So you can see we have nobody coming. The main roads look pretty good. Again, they didn't plow very hard or very much because they probably know it's going to be gone. But these main roads so far are good by the looks of it here. You can see some of this is starting to fly off. I don't expect it all to fly off though, because it is heavy wet snow. But it is still snowing pretty good, so we may see a little bit more accumulation, but by the time we get down to Eau Claire, this should be rain, I'm thinking. But overall, the roads are good so far. So we're gonna fill this baby up with some gas here and get on the interstate. A lot of slush on the roads here, so the farther south we get here, we're in Chautauqua now, the less snow there, well, I should say not the less snow, but it's not snowing anymore, but the roads are really slushy, so it doesn't look like the plow crew got out here extraordinarily early by any means. But one thing to note, I'll see clearly there's a lot of slush. One thing to note here is that this is very heavy wet snow, so if it wasn't heavy wet snow, we would have got more snow than what we would have amounted with. It probably would have been the 18 to 24 inch mark like they said. But the roads aren't particularly great, so I'm curious to see how the interstate is going to be. You can see it's just slush. Truck does seem to be doing pretty good at holding onto the road in two-wheel drive, but just for our sake here, we're gonna put it in 4 auto. And you can see the sun is trying to shine. Yeah, well, slushy, that's all I have to say. Slushy. So even the main road here isn't great by any means. It's just slush, a lot of slush. can see the plow crews are out working right now, which is great. But with that being said, it's still a lot of slush on these roads. So it's a good thing we left early to get down to our appointment here. Hopefully the sun comes out and melts some of this, or we get some rain on the way down. That would be much appreciated here. But yeah, this is a major snow event. We would have definitely had 18 plus inches of snow if this was regular January fluffy snow. Now this is March snow, so it's very heavy and wet. There may be some damage to trees or whatever, and there's a side road there. You can see it isn't plowed very well. We're actually going to get over into the left lane. Let some of this stuff kind of fly off the truck. All right. Now we're safely cruising here, so we're gonna get back on the road, 2 hands on the wheel, and update if anything else comes up. We made it down to Eau Claire, and it's pretty clear. The roads are almost dry. It's that clear out. But now looking to the south, it's definitely darker than to the north. So we just have to stop at a UPS store, and then we're gonna head east. So we're still kind of wondering what the roads are like over east, but judging how they look here on 53 compared to home, these definitely look very reasonable and very well. The plow crew down here definitely did a great job at getting everything cleared out and moved. And I don't know if they got as much snow down here. Well, they didn't get as much snow down here as what we did by any means. But hopefully it's like this going out east and we won't have anything to worry about. But the local Walmart where we're from doesn't have any power, so the north got hit worse than the south did. But this was a pretty bland winter storm, and this was the largest winter storm we've received this year, and probably the last. The one and the last. This was the only one we received. So it was very bland and pretty nonchalant, especially with the temperature now being 37 degrees. So there's really not much, not much to worry about. Everything today, these main roads should definitely melt, and we shouldn't have to deal with any water on them. So there shouldn't really be any freezing on these main roads. Now side roads, of course, there will be freezing and such because the traffic isn't on those roads. But this is better than the other day of driving, I do have to say. So we're going to continue to drive here and see what the rest of town and over in Marshfield looks like. We decided to take we had a little extra time, so we're deciding, look at that Ford Flex, we used to have one of those. Decided to take a little drive through the lot here and see if they've got anything cool. A Longhorn, nice colored Ram, really nice looking Compass. Those are cool cars if they had a little bit more power. Must be the employee parking. Oh, Ram Limited over there. Cleaning out the car lots. There's a nice Laramie with a topper on it, though. Not a huge fan of that. Charger or Challenger there. Dodge Dart. I like that Dodge Dart. Not much for cool cars outside. Don't really see anything. These roads are pretty clear here. It's 37, so I understand that there's some melting that has been going on, but this winter storm really wasn't as bad as what most people predicted. Now, our local weather stations did a great job at predicting what was going to happen and what we were going to get. And right now, everything's clear and smooth sailing, so the road crews did a good job at clearing everything. I thought this was going to be a lot more treacherous than what it actually was, so I'm pretty happy that it's cleared off and smooth sailing and safe sailing so far. Now on the way home we might get some rain, hopefully, and wipe some of the snow away, so we will see what happens. We have now reached Highway 13 where we're going down to Marshfield. We're in Colby, Abbotsford right now. Making our way to Marshfield. The roads are pretty clear here as well. Of course, we haven't hit the one-laner yet, but it's been smooth sailing. Like I said, I'll say it again. The roads really aren't that bad. Now, looking at the radar, it appears that there is a strong storm system, thunderstorms and rain moving just south of Eau Claire right now. So that should hit us hopefully on the way back. And then the roads will be absolutely clear. Everybody is plowing their snow and moving their snow. Sadly, the rain is going to take most of this away, I believe. And that guy right there is going hard at it with that John Deere. Whew. Got another plow truck backing up. And the light's green. Did get quite a bit of snow though. A lot, but like I said, a lot of this snow has really gone down since this morning. Quite amazing. It's 37, it's almost 40. This is downtown Colby. I've never been to Colby before. The Ram truck's doing a good job. I did reset the MPG since we left home. We're getting a solid 14 miles per gallon. Not great. It's cold and it's windy, so I don't expect to get much more, but I did expect to get around 15. So 14 is a little low. We made it to Marshfield, and you could see it looks like they had a little bit more snow here than back up north. A little bit snow and slush on the road still. It's actually really pretty here, right along the railroad track. I've never been to Marshfield before, but here we are. We have to make a stop at the local Target for Alexa, and our appointment is until 1:45. So we're gonna go to our local Target. I believe it's right up here. Now, like I said, everything is switching to rain. So we've got some rain now that's going to really eat away at the snow. And it should make the roads pretty easy going. Temperature dropped though to 34, so it could turn back into snow. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. We finally made it to get Alexa some answers. We're at the headquarters for the Marshfield Clinic in Marshfield, Wisconsin. This place is huge. So we're going to get all checked in and hope we can get some answers here. But wowza, this place is large. Here we are. Walking across the skywalk. There's even a bigger one up there. Wow. All right, we're pulling into Colby. I did have to notice that there is a very sweet Dodge Durango RT Tow and Go right there. Beautiful looking truck. Now that one has a sticker price of $70,000 brand new. That is crazy. I looked at it online when we were waiting at the hospital. That thing is nuts. That's a lot of money. So now we're going and we're hitting Highway 29 again. The roads are good. It's just been raining now, so it's just pretty rainy. Roads are wet. That's about all you would expect out of here. So again, a very uneventful trip so far. So we are fully back. Alexa got her car back. The tests were sort of, I don't know. We didn't get the answers we were looking for, but nobody usually does. So now we're on the way back. This is about what we have left for snow. The system really, now I know we're supposed to get rain and snow tonight, but the system really didn't produce much for bad roads. Everything that happened last night, and we have good roads now. So I'm very impressed with the Ram truck here. Again, I've been putting on miles on this truck like freaking crazy. So I have averaged 15.1 miles over the trip today, miles per gallon. It was windier this morning than it is now. We did have to drive through some rain and some snow, blah, 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 blah. And you can see what I put on over the last week with this vehicle has been 983 miles. So about 1,000 miles by the time tomorrow morning hits. That's how many miles I've been putting on this Ram truck in the last week. So I have driven it a ton, more than I wanted to, really. And that is okay. That's what the truck is for. The weather's been crappy, so I've just wanted to make sure we take this instead of Alexa's AMG GLE. So, and she is behind us, of course. There she is. We'll be dealing with the snow at least on the golf course for the next, I don't know, 2-3 weeks for sure. But it was heavy and wet, and so what is really nice about that is that this is going to melt into the ground and provide the golf course and these fields with much needed moisture that we quite frankly weren't getting. We were not getting any snow or rain for weeks. And if that's a tale of what is going to come, I'm not going to be very happy, because we need moisture bad. It hasn't been a very good last couple of years for moisture, and now that we're finally getting some, it is really nice over this winter. This is the largest storm we have had in the winter of 23 or 24. So it's just nice to get a little bit of that precipitation. But overall, the Ram truck, I hope you guys are liking these videos of it here. And I know I am enjoying driving this truck. I'm ever so thinking about that TRX in the back of my mind. That will come eventually. But good things take time, and one has to be patient if he wants the truck that he wants, just like what happened with this baby here. So if you guys like these videos, please like and subscribe. I was hoping to have some good winter content this year on the Ram, but that didn't happen. So now next winter, when these tires have another 10,000 miles on them at least, we're going to be doing some hopefully normal winter content with tires that may need replacing pretty soon. So like I've said in the past, these BFG TAKO2s now have 30,000 miles on them, if not a little bit more, 30,000 and some change. I got them put on at about 45,000 miles, and now it's at 77. So 30,000 and some change. They'll be needing replacing, not this summer, but the summer after, and that's just about when I'm going to be looking at getting a TRX. So I'm not sure what is going to happen with this or this truck. But anyway, I digress, you guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.